The scariest thing at New York Comic Con wasn't the cosplay. It was Resident Evil Requiem on Nintendo Switch 2. Stick around for my final take, and I'll tell you why in this edition of Switch 2 News Direct.
Turning to New York Comic Con 2025, Capcom's Resident Evil Requiem demo impressed attendees with its performance on the Nintendo Switch 2. Players reported visuals and frame rates on par with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. The demo follows new protagonist Grace Ashcroft, an FBI analyst investigating deaths tied to Raccoon City, with gameplay that mixes stealth, puzzle-solving, and classic survival horror tension. Requiem marks the franchise's 30th anniversary and is scheduled to launch in late February 2026. For longtime fans, this is proof that the Switch 2 can deliver genuine next-gen horror without compromise. Finally, Resident Evil Requiem is also getting its own limited edition Switch 2 Pro controller. Releasing the same day as the game, February 27, 2026, it's the first themed controller for the new console and costs $99.99 US, about 10 more than the standard model. The design keeps the black-gray shell but adds a Raccoon City newspaper motif with the words Resident Evil Requiem across the top. Capcom is pairing the release with a matching amiibo and the Resident Evil Generation Pack, bundling Requiem, Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition, and Resident Evil Village Gold Edition for Switch 2. Pre-orders are live now at Best Buy and sold out at Nintendo Store, with wider availability expected soon. Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is officially getting a Switch 2 upgrade and a major free update for all players. The upgraded edition brings full 4K support when docked and introduces mouse-style controls using the new Joy-Con 2. Players can decorate their homes, design custom patterns, and write messages with far greater precision. A new megaphone item available at Nook's Cranny lets you call out villagers by name to locate them. And online play expands to as many as 12 players with optional webcam support. A free content update arrives January 15th for every version of the game. It adds a new seaside resort where you can decorate guest rooms and buy souvenirs. Also included is a cleanup reset service from Rossetti and expanded home storage of up to 9,000 items, including trees and shrubs. Nintendo Switch Online members can now design and save 3 collaborative islands, and new Nintendo-themed and LEGO items are coming to the in-game store.
Let's move on to Resident Evil 9. Now, this is awesome. Resident Evil 9, in my opinion, is a pivotal point here for the Switch 2, because this is where we're seeing these same-day releases or zero-day releases. I don't know the term. I'm an old-school guy. I don't have a catchphrase for every single thing that goes on in the video game world. But what I'm talking about is a release that happens on, the PS5, Xbox, and Switch 2 all in the same time. We're not just getting games that are older games that weren't able to be played on the Switch 1 that are now coming out for Switch 2 like years later. We're talking zero-day release. Is that the word? I don't know. But this is a great example of a zero-day release. We're getting Resident Evil 9 the same day all the other consoles are. And from everything we're hearing, it looks damn close. Frame rate, everything, as close as we can get on a game system that's as big as this note card I'm holding, compared to your Xbox and PS5. So this is awesome. This is a pivotal game. This is another... We won the console wars. We won this generation game, because for a hybrid system, this game is going to be insane, and I'm confident that it is. And we're also getting a Resident Evil Pro 2 controller, which is freaking awesome. I'm an accessory-aholic, right? I can't stop buying accessories. I don't even want to count how many controllers I have right now and grips and everything for the Switch 2, which has only been out for 5 months. But this is awesome. I'm going to buy this. You can't pre-order it for Nintendo. It's sold out, but you can pre-order on Best Buy. I checked before I made the video. I don't know. I read a few things, and I don't know if there's going to be a huge bundle that's going to have the controller, Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil 7 Gold, Resident Evil Village Gold. I don't know if it's all that's going to be in a bundle, or if Capcom is just releasing a bundle that contains those games. But the Pro 2 Resident Evil controller, $99.99, done deal. I'm going to buy it. Anybody else is going to buy it, I back up your purchase. And it just looks like this is a pivotal game. And this is going to be one of those games that I think we look 10 years down the road, that we're going to say that's the game where everything changed. So anyway, I'm going to do a little more in-depth video on Resident Evil 2. This is just the basic news commentary. I don't want to be here too long, sucking up too much time. But that's going to do it for this episode of Switch 2 News Direct. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.